Welcome to today's video, where we dive into the fascinating world of rare coins, specifically the 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark. This rare coin has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, and some examples have even been valued at over $1 million. If you're into coin collecting or simply curious about how some coins can skyrocket in value, stick around, because this rare find is worth more than meets the EYE.to start. Let's get a bit of history about the Washington quarter. Introduced in 1932 to celebrate George Washington's 200th birthday, the coin has remained a staple in American currency. Over the decades, numerous varieties of the Washington quarter have been minted, each year offering different features and, in some cases, rare misprints that make them highly collectible. Now, you might be wondering, why is the 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark so special? Typically, quarters minted in 1965 were made with a D or S mint mark, depending on whether they were produced in Denver or San Francisco. However, the 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark was an anomaly. It is believed that a small number of these coins were mistakenly produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not typically mint quarters in that year. The absence of the mint mark, combined with the rarity of this particular error, makes the 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark an extraordinary find. So, how does something like this end up being worth $1 million? Let's break it down. The 1965 Washington quarter is an example of a coin that, by chance, was minted differently than most others in its series. When you factor in how few of these coins exist, the demand among collectors grows. Coins with minting errors or peculiarities, such as this one, tend to see an increase in value over time as collectors seek out these rarities to complete their collections. Now, you might be asking, how can you tell if you found one of these rare quarters in your collection? There are a few key things to look for. First, check for the absence of a mint mark. If you come across a 1965 Washington quarter and there is no D or S mint mark on the reverse side, you may have a valuable coin on your hands. Keep in mind that these coins are not always easy to spot since the error wasn't widespread, so you'll want to be careful when evaluating your quarters. The value of these coins can vary based on their condition. Coins that are in mint or near mint condition tend to command the highest prices. If you happen to have a 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark in excellent condition, you could potentially see offers close to $1 million or even higher. Of course, condition isn't the only factor that determines value. The coin's provenance, whether it has been graded by a reputable grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, and its rarity can all contribute to the price it might fetch on the market. So, where do you find out if your 1965 Washington quarter is worth a small fortune? You can start by taking it to a local coin dealer or using online platforms that specialize in rare coins. Coin auctions, both online and in person, have become a popular venue for selling rare coins, and many of these auctions see significant interest in high-value items like the 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark. Additionally, it's a good idea to get your coin professionally graded. This will give you an official assessment of the coin's condition and authenticity, which can greatly influence its value. The grading scale ranges from poor to mint state, with coins graded at the higher end of the scale typically being worth more money. Coin collecting is more than just a hobby, it's a passion for history and treasure hunting. It's amazing to think that a coin, which was once used for everyday transactions, can evolve into a highly sought-after collector's item worth millions. The 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark is one of those rare finds that has both historical significance and immense monetary value. For those who are lucky enough to find one, it's a piece of American history that can become a cherished investment. In addition to the value of the coin itself, the story behind the error makes it even more interesting. The mystery of how these particular quarters ended up without a mint mark has fascinated numismatists and historians. Whether it was a mistake or a deliberate act of rarity creation, the fact that these quarters exist today as one of the rarest coins in American currency history adds to their allure. To summarize, if you come across a 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark, you might just be holding a coin worth $1 million or more. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the world of coin collecting, this rare find should be on your radar. Keep an eye out, inspect your quarters closely, and you might just strike gold with this rare piece of American history. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the world of rare coins. If you found this video helpful and want to learn more about valuable coins and how to spot them, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more great content. And if you think you found a 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark, don't wait, get it evaluated by a professional. Who knows? You could be the next lucky coin collector to cash in on $1 million discovery. We're diving into one of the most intriguing and rare coins in U.S. history, the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter. While the 1976 quarter might seem like a typical coin at first glance, its unique features have made it highly sought after by collectors, and it's been known to fetch a hefty price on the market. In fact, the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter could be worth up to $1 million or more. Let's explore why this coin has captivated the attention of collectors and what makes it so valuable. In 1976, the United States Mint decided to release a special series of coins to commemorate the 200th anniversary of American independence. This included a redesign of the Washington quarter, which featured a bicentennial theme. The coin was struck in both the traditional 25-cent format as well as a special version featuring the Liberty Bell and the moon. However, what makes the 1976 quarter truly fascinating isn't the bicentennial design, it's the absence of a mint mark on some of these coins. You might be wondering, why does a missing mint mark make a coin worth so much? Well, in 1976, the U.S. Mint typically included a mint mark to indicate where the coin was produced. Coins minted in Philadelphia did not have a mint mark, while those from Denver carried a D and those from San Francisco had an S. But in the case of the 1976 Washington quarter, a small number of coins were struck in Philadelphia without any mint mark at all. This oversight has led to widespread speculation and excitement in the coin collecting community. When it comes to coin value, rarity is one of the key factors. The 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter is incredibly rare. Only a few examples of these rarer coins have been discovered over the years, making them highly valuable. In fact, some of these quarters have sold for well over $1 million at auction, depending on their condition and authenticity. So, what should you be looking for if you think you might have one of these rare 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarters? The first step is to carefully examine your coin. If you have a 1976 quarter, check the obverse side for the typical design featuring George Washington. If you don't see any mint mark, no D or S, you may have a potential winner on your hands. It's important to note that not all 1976 quarters without a mint mark are valuable, so the next step is to assess the condition of the coin. The condition of a coin is crucial when determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to perfect, with higher grades commanding higher prices. A coin in excellent or uncirculated condition will always fetch a higher value than one that is worn or heavily circulated. When it comes to the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter, collectors are looking for coins that are in mint state or have minimal wear. The better the condition, the higher the price it can potentially command. But how much can these coins actually be worth? Well, some rare examples of the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter have sold at auction for as much as $1 million or even more. The exact value depends on several factors, including the coin's condition, its provenance, and the current demand among collectors. In addition, the rarity of the coin plays a huge role in its price, as these rare coins are in extremely limited supply. The market for rare coins like the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter can fluctuate over time, but collectors and investors are always on the lookout for valuable pieces. It's not uncommon for auction prices to reach sky-high numbers when a rare coin is up for bid. In some cases, these coins can exceed even the $1 million mark, especially if they are in pristine condition. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare quarters, you might be wondering how you can determine its value and potentially sell it. The best way to go about this is by having the coin professionally graded by a trusted grading service. These companies will assess the coin's condition, authenticity, and rarity, providing you with a certified grade that can help you determine its market value. Once your coin is graded, you can decide whether you want to sell it. Auction houses, coin dealers, and private buyers all serve as potential avenues for selling rare coins like the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter. If you decide to sell, it's important to work with reputable professionals to ensure you get the best possible price for your coin, but it's not just the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter that's worth money. The entire series of bicentennial coins, including the quarters, half dollars, and dollar coins, have seen increased demand in recent years. While not all of these coins are worth $1 million, some have fetched impressive sums depending on their rarity and condition. So, even if your 1976 Washington quarter doesn't have the missing mint mark, it may still be worth more than face value if it's in good condition. The 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter stands as one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in American numismatic history. Its rarity, combined with its unique era, has made it a hot commodity in the world of coin collecting. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting to explore the world of rare coins, the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter is definitely a coin to keep an eye out for. With the potential to be worth $1 million or more, it's a reminder that sometimes, the most valuable coins are the ones that have a little something extra, like a missing mint mark. So, the next time you come across a 1976 Washington quarter, take a moment to check for that elusive mint mark, or the lack of it, and who knows, you might just be holding onto a coin worth a fortune. Thank you for tuning in today, and be sure to subscribe for more fascinating insights into the world of rare and valuable coins. We're diving into one of the most intriguing and rare coins in U.S. history, the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter. While the 1976 quarter might seem like a typical coin at first glance, its unique features have made it highly sought after by collectors, and it's been known to fetch a hefty price on the market. In fact, the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter could be worth up to $1 million or more. Let's explore why this coin has captivated the attention of collectors and what makes it so valuable. In 1976, the United States Mint decided to release a special series of coins to commemorate the 200th anniversary of American independence. This included a redesign of the Washington quarter, which featured a bicentennial theme. The coin was struck in both the traditional 25-cent format as well as a special version featuring the Liberty Bell and the moon. However, what makes the 1976 quarter truly fascinating isn't the bicentennial design, it's the absence of a mint mark on some of these coins. You might be wondering, why does a missing mint mark make a coin worth so much? Well, in 1976, the U.S. Mint typically included a mint mark to indicate where the coin was produced. Coins minted in Philadelphia did not have a mint mark, while those from Denver carried a D, and those from San Francisco had an S. But in the case of the 1976 Washington quarter, a small number of coins were struck in Philadelphia without any mint mark at all. This oversight has led to widespread speculation and excitement in the coin collecting community. When it comes to coin value, rarity is one of the key factors. The 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter is incredibly rare. Only a few examples of these rare coins have been discovered over the years, making them highly valuable. In fact, some of these quarters have sold for well over $1 million at auction, depending on their condition and authenticity. So, what should you be looking for if you think you might have one of these rare 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarters? The first step is to carefully examine your coin. If you have a 1976 quarter, check the obverse side for the typical design featuring George Washington. If you don't see any mint mark, no D or S, you may have a potential winner on your hands. It's important to note that not all 1976 quarters without a mint mark are valuable, so the next step is to assess the condition of the coin. The condition of a coin is crucial when determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to perfect, with higher grades commanding higher prices. A coin in excellent or uncirculated condition will always fetch a higher value than one that is worn or heavily circulated. When it comes to the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter, collectors are looking for coins that are in mint state or have minimal wear. The better the condition, the higher the price it can potentially command. But how much can these coins actually be worth? Well, some rare examples of the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter have sold at auction for as much as $1 million or even more. The exact value depends on several factors, including the coin's condition, its provenance, and the current demand among collectors. In addition, the rarity of the coin plays a huge role in its price, as these error coins are in extremely limited supply. The market for rare coins like the 1976 no-mint mark Washington quarter can fluctuate over time, but collectors and investors are always on the lookout for valuable pieces. It's not uncommon for auction prices to reach sky-high numbers when a rare coin is up for bid. In some cases, these coins can exceed even the $1 million mark, especially if they are in pristine condition. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare quarters, you might be wondering how you can determine its value and potentially sell it. The best way to go about this is by having the coin professionally graded by a trusted grading service. These companies will assess the coin's condition, AUT. Let's dive right into today's fascinating topic, the 1989 P War in the Pacific Washington quarter. A coin that is not only a part of history but has also made waves in the coin collecting world, with some fetching values as high as $1 million in the market. If you've ever wondered what makes a quarter so valuable, stay tuned. We're breaking it all down. First, let's talk about the coin itself. The 1989 P Washington quarter was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. The P Mint mark is prominently displayed on the obverse side of the coin, just below the motto "In God We Trust." This quarter was part of the regular circulating coinage in the United States, and its design features George Washington on the obverse and the iconic eagle on the reverse. What's unique here is the connection to the War in the Pacific series, commemorating key events and locations from World War I. So why is this quarter so special, and how does it connect to $1 million value? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, and historical significance. Let's start with rarity. While millions of these coins were minted, only a small fraction have stood the test of time in pristine condition. That's where grading comes into play. Coins graded by professional organizations such as PCGS or NGC at a high level, like MS-68 or MS-69, are extremely rare. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these near-perfect examples. Next, we have to discuss errors and varieties. Some of the most valuable coins in this series are error coins. These could include double die errors, where parts of the design appear to be doubled, or off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned. Another highly sought-after variety is the so-called transitional error, which happens when a coin features design elements from a different series or minting year. These anomalies make the coin even more desirable to collectors. Now let's move to the historical significance. The War in the Pacific theme connects this quarter to one of the most critical theaters of World War II. Coins with historical connections often hold a special place in the hearts of collectors and history enthusiasts alike. When you combine this historical appeal with a rare error or a high-grade condition, the value can skyrocket. But how does a coin like this reach the $1 million mark? The answer lies in demand and the auction market. Some of the most expensive coins ever sold have reached such values because of intense competition among collectors. These individuals are willing to bid astronomical amounts to own a piece of history. In 2019, a similar high-grade quarter with unique features fetched nearly $1 million at auction, setting a precedent for what these coins can achieve. So, how do you know if you have one of these valuable quarters? First, check the mint mark. Look for the P on the obverse side. Next, examine the coin for any unusual features, such as doubling, misalignments, or other errors. If you suspect you have a valuable coin, the next step is to have it professionally graded. This step is crucial because the grade determines a significant portion of the coin's value. Another factor to consider is the provenance of the coin. Coins with documented histories or those discovered in special circumstances can add an extra layer of interest for buyers. For example, if your quarter was part of a special collection or found in an unusual location, it might command a premium. Finally, let's talk about the market. The coin market is dynamic, and values can fluctuate based on trends, collector interest, and economic factors. However, coins like the 1989 Washington quarter with a War in the Pacific connection tend to hold their value well, especially if they are rare and in high demand. So there you have it. The 1989 Washington quarter is more than just a piece of spare change. It's a potential treasure waiting to be discovered. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting out, it's coins like these that make the hobby so exciting. Check your change, visit local coin shops, and keep an eye out for opportunities at auctions. Who knows? You might just stumble upon a $1 million coin. Pocket change and coin collections. Today, we're diving into a fascinating piece of American history and coin collecting, the 1990 War in the Pacific Washington quarter. You heard that right. This seemingly ordinary coin is turning heads in the numismatic world, with some specimens reaching a jaw-dropping value of $4 million. Let's explore why this coin is so special, what makes it valuable, and how you might find one. First, let's set the stage. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932. Over the decades, this coin has seen various designs and themes, celebrating different moments in American history. The 1990 Washington quarter, part of the War in the Pacific series, commemorates a significant chapter of World War II. The mint mark D indicates that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the major mints responsible for producing U.S. coinage. Now, what makes this particular quarter so valuable? It's not just the historical theme or its limited mintage. This coin owes its extraordinary value to a combination of rarity, condition, and unique errors. Let's break these factors down. First is the rarity. While millions of quarters were struck in 1990, only a small fraction belonged to the War in the Pacific series. Even fewer of these coins were minted at the Denver Mint with pristine details and flawless features. Coins in high-grade condition, especially those certified as MS 68 or higher by professional grading services, command the highest prices at auctions. Next is the importance of condition. Serious collectors and investors seek out coins with little to no wear, sharp details, and vibrant luster. Coins preserved in exceptional condition are far more valuable than their circulated counterparts. If you find a 1990 War in the Pacific quarter in near-perfect condition, you could be holding a small fortune. Another key factor is errors and varieties. Error coins are highly sought after in the numismatic community. In the case of the 1990 War in the Pacific quarter, certain striking errors, such as double die obverse or reverse, misaligned dies, or planchet imperfections, can significantly increase the coin's value. These errors are rare and add a layer of uniqueness that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. So, how can you tell if your quarter is worth a fortune? The first step is to check the mint mark. Look closely at the reverse of the coin near the lower right corner. If you see a small D, you've got a Denver minted quarter. Next, inspect the coin carefully for signs of errors or irregularities. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to examine the details. Pay attention to the lettering, the edges, and any unusual features. If your coin appears flawless or has unique characteristics, consider having it professionally graded and authenticated. Grading services like PCGS and NGC can evaluate your coin's condition and certify its authenticity. A certified grade can greatly enhance its market value. Now, let's talk about the market for these coins. The numismatic world is filled with passionate collectors and investors willing to pay a premium for rare and valuable coins. Auction houses, online platforms like eBay, and coin shows are popular venues for buying and selling these treasures. In recent years, high-grade 1990 War in the Pacific quarters have fetched prices well into the millions. One record-breaking example sold for an astounding $4 million. Imagine that, a single quarter, worth millions. It's not just about the money. It's about the thrill of discovering a piece of history and owning something truly extraordinary. Before you start digging through your pocket change, here's a tip. Focus on rolls of quarters from the 1990s, especially those with uncirculated coins. Coin shops and online marketplaces often sell rolls of quarters that haven't been heavily circulated. These are more likely to contain high-grade coins. Also, consider networking with other collectors. Joining local coin clubs or online communities can provide valuable insights and resources. Sharing your finds and learning from others can help you become a more informed and successful collector. In conclusion, the 1990 War in the Pacific Washington Quarter is a remarkable coin with incredible value in the numismatic world. Whether it's the rarity, pristine condition, or intriguing errors, this coin has all the elements of a true treasure. If you're lucky enough to find one, you could be holding a piece of history worth millions. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more exciting coin discoveries and valuable tips. Let me know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare coin in your collection or pocket change. Who knows? Your story might be the inspiration for our next video. We're diving into a fascinating and valuable coin from American history, the 1995 Washington Quarter, part of the War in the Pacific series. This coin has captured the attention of collectors worldwide and has reached an astonishing market value of up to $1 million. Stay tuned to find out why this coin is so special and how you might identify one. Let's start with a bit of background on the Washington Quarter series. The Washington Quarter has been in circulation since 1932, commemorating the 200th birthday of George Washington. Over the decades, it has seen many design changes, including the State Quarters, the America the Beautiful series, and unique commemorative coins like the War in the Pacific edition. The War in the Pacific Washington Quarter was minted to honor the significant battles fought in the Pacific during World War II. These battles were pivotal in shaping the outcome of the war, and this coin serves as a lasting tribute to the bravery of those who served. The 1995 version, in particular, has gained immense popularity among collectors due to its rarity and historical importance. So, what makes the 1995 Washington Quarter so valuable? Let's break it down. The D Mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the main facilities for producing U.S. coins. While millions of quarters were minted in Denver, the 1995 War in the Pacific Quarter stands out for a few key reasons. First, this coin is incredibly rare in pristine condition. Coins graded at the highest levels, such as Mint State 68 or 69, are exceptionally scarce. These high grades mean the coin has virtually no imperfections, making it highly sought after by collectors. Out of all the quarters minted in 1995, only a small fraction has achieved these top grades. Second, there are unique errors and variations that make some 1995 quarters even more valuable. These errors include double dies, off-center strikes, and planchet flaws. Each of these minting mistakes can significantly increase the coin's value. If you have a 1995 Washington Quarter, carefully examine it for these errors under good lighting or with a magnifying glass. Now, let's talk about the market value. In recent years, collectors have shown a growing interest in modern coins with historical themes. This has driven up the price of the 1995 War in the Pacific Quarter, with top-graded specimens fetching up to $1 million at auctions. Even coins in slightly lower grades or with minor errors can sell for thousands of dollars, making this a potentially life-changing find. If you're wondering how to identify a 1995 War in the Pacific Washington Quarter, here are a few tips. First, look for the D Mint mark on the obverse side of the coin, near the bottom right, just below Washington's portrait. This confirms it was minted in Denver. Next, check the year, 1995, and inspect the design carefully. The War in the Pacific theme features imagery that reflects the battles fought during World War II, such as soldiers and Pacific Islands. If you believe you found a 1995 Washington Quarter, the next step is to have it professionally graded. Reputable grading companies like PCGS or NGC can authenticate your coin and assign it a grade, which is crucial for determining its market value. Be sure to handle your coin with care and avoid cleaning it, as this can damage its surface and reduce its value. For those looking to add this coin to their collection, be prepared to pay a premium. With its rarity and historical significance, the 1995 War in the Pacific Washington Quarter is considered a crown jewel among modern U.S. coins. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, owning one of these quarters is a true accomplishment. Before we wrap up, let's recap. The 1995 War in the Pacific Washington Quarter is a remarkable coin with a fascinating history. Its rarity, high-grade examples, and unique errors have made it one of the most valuable coins in the modern era, with prices reaching up to $1 million. If you're lucky enough to find one, you could be holding a small fortune in your hands. Thank you for joining us today to learn about this incredible coin. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more exciting content about rare and valuable coins. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Share this video with friends and family who might have a hidden treasure in their coin collection. Who knows, they might have a 1995 War in the Pacific Quarter waiting to be discovered. Where we will dive into the fascinating world of coin collecting, focusing on a unique and valuable piece of American history, the 2017 Washington Quarter with the War in the Pacific mint mark. This coin, part of the America the Beautiful Quarter series, has sparked interest among collectors and has even reached incredible market values, some soaring as high as $1 million. But what makes this particular quarter so special, and how can you determine if you found one of these rare and valuable coins? Let's start with some background on the 2017 War in the Pacific Quarter. This coin is part of the America the Beautiful Quarter series, which began in 2010 and highlights national parks and historical sites across the United States. Each year, 5 new designs are issued, with each design representing a different site. The 2017 quarters focus on several sites in the Pacific region, including the War in the Pacific National Historical Park in Guam, the first coin in the series for the island territory. Now, why does the 2017 War in the Pacific Quarter attract so much attention, particularly among collectors and investors? The answer lies in its rarity, historical significance, and specific minting errors that can lead to some truly extraordinary values. While most quarters from this series are worth just face value, 25 cents, some of them can fetch prices that seem far removed from that initial value. To start, let's talk about the standard 2017 Washington Quarter with the War in the Pacific design. The design features a soldier with a rifle standing at attention, in front of a large flaming torch, symbolizing the efforts of the U.S. military during the War in the Pacific. It's an elegant, well-designed coin, with historical importance tied to the role that Guam and other Pacific territories played during World War II. The reverse side showcases the traditional design of George Washington, which is familiar to anyone who's seen a quarter. However, these coins are often worth more than just their face value for a few key reasons. Firstly, the quarters with the War in the Pacific mint mark have been minted in limited quantities, which is crucial for coin collectors. The U.S. Mint often produces only a limited number of coins for each design, and when a design has historical importance or aesthetic appeal, collectors are eager to get their hands on them. But it doesn't stop there. The biggest draw for many investors is that some of these coins have been found with minting errors. These errors can significantly increase the coin's value, sometimes up to $1 million or more. One of the most common types of minting errors involves misprints or mismatches in the dies that are used to strike the coins. This could lead to variations in the coin's design, text, or even its weight and composition. Some 2017 War in the Pacific quarters have been found with errors such as double strikes, where the coin was struck twice, creating a blurry or overlapping image. These errors can make the coin appear unique, and as a result, they are often much more valuable to collectors who are looking for rare and unusual pieces to add to their collections. Another type of error involves missing details, where parts of the design are not fully struck on the coin. This could include missing inscriptions or incomplete designs, making the coin more desirable due to its rarity and the fact that it's considered a mistake by the U.S. Mint. Missing details or other unique features can drastically increase a coin's value, sometimes fetching prices in the thousands or even millions. The rarity of the 2017 War in the Pacific Quarter is also a significant factor. While millions of quarters are minted every year, Only a small number of the war in the Pacific quarters were created in error, making them highly sought after. As with any collectible item, the rarer it is, the higher the demand and, consequently, the higher the price. If you've come across a 2017 war in the Pacific quarter, how can you determine if it's worth a substantial amount of money? The first thing to do is check for any noticeable errors. Look carefully at the design. Are there any blurred features? Is there any unusual text or a misaligned image? These could be signs that you found a rare and valuable piece. You should also have your coin graded by a professional service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These organizations specialize in evaluating the quality and authenticity of coins. They'll assess your coin for factors like its condition, rarity, and any errors it may have. Once graded, the coin will receive a score, and this can significantly affect its market value. For instance, coins that are in mint condition and have errors could be worth far more than those that are well-worn or in common condition. Collectors often pay top dollar for coins that are graded 68 or higher on a 70-point scale, which indicates that the coin is virtually flawless. If your 2017 war in the Pacific quarter has a high grade and some sort of minting error, it could fetch thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. The value of these quarters can also fluctuate based on market trends. While a coin might be worth $500 today, in a few months, its value could shoot up, depending on the demand from collectors or investors. Auctions, online marketplaces, and dealers can provide insights into the current value of your coin, so it's a good idea to keep an eye on these platforms to track the coin's value. Many people don't realize the incredible value that some coins can have, especially when they are part of a historical series like the 2017 war in the Pacific quarter. As we've seen with other rare coins throughout history, a small minting error can turn an otherwise ordinary piece of currency into a prized possession. In conclusion, the 2017 war in the Pacific Washington quarter dollar coins are an excellent example of how even relatively modern coins can gain immense value in the marketplace. Whether it's the rarity, historical significance, or a minting error, these quarters have captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. If you happen to find one of these coins in your pocket change, be sure to check it carefully for any errors, and if you think you have something valuable, don't hesitate to have it professionally graded. You never know, your 2017 war in the Pacific quarter could be worth far more than the 25 cents printed on it. In some cases, it might even be worth a small fortune, pushing the value well into the hundreds of thousands, or in extreme cases, even over $1 million. Thank you for watching today's video. If you found this information helpful and interesting, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel for more updates on rare coins, and share this video with fellow collectors. Have you ever found a rare coin? Let us know in the comments below, and
where we dive deep into the world of rare coins, specifically the 1995 D Mint Mark Washington quarter, a coin that could be worth a whopping $2 million. You might be wondering, what makes a 1995 D Washington quarter so valuable? Well, stay tuned, because we're about to reveal all the exciting details behind this rare gem. Before we jump into its value, let's start by understanding what makes the 1995 D Washington quarter so special. The 1995 D coin is part of the Washington Quarter series, which was first issued in 1932 to honor the first U.S. President, George Washington. The 1995 version of the coin, though not particularly rare in terms of production numbers, contains some interesting factors that could make it incredibly valuable in the right circumstances. Now, one of the most fascinating things about coin collecting is that sometimes a small, seemingly insignificant detail can make a coin worth millions of dollars. For the 1995 D Washington quarter, its high value can be attributed to a combination of factors, such as its minting error, historical significance, and unique market demand. Let's talk about the minting error first. A minting error is when something goes wrong during the process of making the coin, and these errors can sometimes lead to a major increase in the value of a coin. In the case of the 1995 D Washington quarter, there are reports of certain coins that were misstruck, creating a unique and rare type of quarter. This error, coupled with the coin's scarcity, can lead to incredibly high prices at auction. If you happen to find one of these rare misstruck 1995 D quarters in your collection, you could be sitting on a potential fortune. Another factor contributing to the value of the 1995 D Washington quarter is its historical significance. The Washington quarter is one of the longest-running coin series in U.S. history, and over the years, collectors have come to appreciate the design and legacy behind this coin. The 1995 version is especially interesting because it was minted during a period of transition in the U.S. coinage system, which adds an extra layer of historical value to the coin. But let's not forget about market demand. Coin collectors and investors are always on the lookout for rare, valuable coins to add to their portfolios. In recent years, the market for rare quarters has skyrocketed, with some coins fetching prices that far exceed their original face value. The 1995 D Washington quarter, due to its rarity and potential minting errors, has attracted attention from serious collectors and investors alike, driving its price to astronomical heights. What exactly makes this coin worth $2 million? The main factor driving its value is its rarity. While the 1995 D quarter was minted in relatively large numbers, there are only a small handful of these coins that are considered to be error coins, making them incredibly rare. When a coin is rare, it becomes highly sought after by collectors, which drives its price up. The $2 million value we're talking about is for a very specific example of the 1995 D Washington quarter that has been verified as a rare minting error, and it has been sold at auction for that price. You might be wondering how you can tell if you have a 1995 D Washington quarter that's worth a small fortune. First, you should carefully inspect the coin for any unusual characteristics. Look for signs of a minting error, such as doubled features, misaligned designs, or any other inconsistencies in the coin's appearance. It's also important to have the coin authenticated by a professional coin grader or appraiser to ensure that it is indeed a rare and valuable example. Now, let's talk about how to get your hands on one of these rare coins. While finding a 1995 D Washington quarter with a minting error might seem like a needle in a haystack, there are a few ways you can increase your chances. The first is by frequenting coin shops and attending coin shows. These events are a great place to meet experienced collectors who may have rare coins available for sale or trade. You can also browse online auction sites and coin marketplaces, where you may be able to find a 1995 D Washington quarter for sale, though you'll need to be cautious and do your due diligence before making any purchases. If you happen to find a rare 1995 D Washington quarter in your collection, make sure to have it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service. A coin's grade can greatly affect its value, and a coin that is in mint condition can be worth much more than one that has seen heavy wear and tear over the years. Coins are typically graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being the highest grade possible. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin is likely to be. For those who are just starting out in the world of coin collecting, it's important to remember that not every coin from the 1995 D series is worth millions of dollars. While there are certain rare examples that have fetched astronomical prices at auction, most 1995 D quarters are worth only their face value of 25 cents. However, this doesn't mean that coin collecting is not worth pursuing. Even if you don't find a quarter worth millions, there are many other coins in the Washington Quarter series and other U.S. coin series that have value and can be rewarding to collect. If you're serious about coin collecting as a hobby or investment, it's important to educate yourself about the different types of errors and varieties that can make certain coins valuable. You can start by researching online, reading books, and joining coin collecting communities where you can share your finds and learn from others. There are also many reputable coin dealers and appraisers who can help guide you in your journey to find rare and valuable coins. To wrap up, the 1995 D Mint Mark Washington Quarter is an example of how a simple coin can become a valuable treasure. Whether it's a minting error, its historical importance, or the simple fact that it's rare, this coin has captured the attention of collectors and investors around the world. If you happen to find one of these rare coins, or if you already have one in your collection, it could be worth much more than you ever imagined, potentially even $2 million. So, always be on the lookout for rare coins, and who knows, you might just be sitting on a fortune. Thanks for tuning in to this exciting exploration of the 1995 D Washington Quarter. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips, tricks, and insights into the world of rare coins. Keep searching, and We're diving into a topic that is sure to excite all you coin collectors and enthusiasts out there: the 1965 Washington quarter with no mint mark. You might have heard about this rare coin circulating in the market, but what makes it so special? Stick around because we'll break down its rarity, history, and why it's worth up to $2 million in today's market. Let's start with the basics. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. It quickly became a staple in U.S. currency, and the design has stayed largely the same since then. However, the 1965 Washington quarter is no ordinary coin. It was produced in a time of major changes in U.S. coinage, and the lack of a mint mark is one of the key factors that makes it stand out today. Now, you might be wondering, what's the big deal about the mint mark? In short, the mint mark tells you where the coin was minted. Normally, you'll find mint marks like D for Denver or S for San Francisco on quarters from that time. However, in 1965, a special set of coins was released that didn't have any mint marks at all. This was due to a major shift in coin production during the mid-1960s. In 1965. The U.S. Treasury was facing a shortage of silver for coin production, and there was a significant push to stop using silver in most coins. This led to a shortage of coins in general, and to address the problem, the U.S. government decided to strike coins without mint marks for the first time in history. As a result, millions of 1965 Washington quarters were produced without mint marks. Most of these coins were made in the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally didn't put a mint mark on its coins. What makes the 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark so valuable? It's all about the rarity and condition. Most of these coins are relatively common and not worth much more than face value. However, there were some rare variations that make certain 1965 Washington quarters truly unique. The 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark that is worth up to $2 million is one that is in pristine condition. The coin you're looking for is typically graded at a high level, either MS67 or higher. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. Coins with a higher grade are in near-perfect condition, with no visible scratches, discoloration, or signs of wear. Finding one of these coins is incredibly rare, and that's what makes it so valuable in the marketplace. Another key factor contributing to its high value is the historical significance. The lack of a mint mark on these coins was a result of a critical moment in U.S. history when the government was dealing with a coin shortage. Coin collectors and investors value these rare coins not just for their age, but also for their role in the nation's economic history. If you can get your hands on one of these 1965 Washington quarters in excellent condition, you're holding on to a piece of history. But how do you find one of these valuable coins? Well, they are incredibly rare, so it might take some time and effort to track one down. Many coin collectors report finding 1965 quarters without mint marks in coin rolls or from coin dealers who specialize in rare and valuable coins. Sometimes, they pop up in estate sales or through online auction platforms. But keep in mind that you'll have to do your research to verify its authenticity and grade. If you think you have a 1965 Washington quarter with no mint mark, it's important to get it professionally graded by a trusted coin grading service, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These grading companies will assign your coin a grade that reflects its condition, which can dramatically affect its value. When a coin is graded, it's assigned a score from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin, known as a MS70. A 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark in a high grade, such as MS67, is where the real value starts to build. Coins in lower grades, such as MS60 or MS63, are still valuable but will not fetch nearly as much as the highest grade specimens in the current market. High-grade 1965 Washington quarters without mint marks have been sold for thousands of dollars, with some of the very rare specimens reaching values in the millions. The $2 million figure isn't just a fantasy. It's the result of the rarity, the coin's condition, and the history behind it. These coins are prized by collectors and investors alike, and their value only continues to increase as time goes on. So, if you come across a 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark, it's definitely worth checking its condition and having it evaluated by an expert. Even if it's not worth millions, you could still be holding on to a rare and valuable piece of history that could be worth a lot more than you think. And who knows? You might just have one of the lucky few that's worth a life-changing amount of money. Before we wrap up, let's talk about how to spot a 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark. First, check the coin for the typical markings of the Washington quarter design. George Washington's profile on the front and an eagle on the back. The absence of a mint mark should be easy to spot, as there will be no D or S on the reverse side of the coin. If the coin looks worn, it's probably not worth the high-end value we've been talking about. But if it's in near-perfect condition, you might have a hidden gem in your collection. In conclusion, the 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark is one of those rare finds that could be worth a fortune, especially if it's in excellent condition. If you're lucky enough to find one, remember to get it professionally graded and do your research before selling or trading it. The market for rare coins like this is always changing, so it's important to stay updated on the current values. That's all for today's video. I hope you found this information helpful and exciting. If you have a 1965 Washington quarter or any other rare coins in your collection, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on the world of rare coins. Thanks for watching, and video. We're going to dive into one of the most fascinating coins in modern American numismatics, the 2017 P Mint Mark War in the Pacific Washington quarter. You might not believe it, but this coin could be worth up to $2 million. Yes, you heard that right, $2 million. In this video, I'll explain exactly why this coin is so valuable, how it became a hot commodity, and why you might want to keep your eyes peeled for this rare gem. So, let's get started. The 2017 P Mint Mark War in the Pacific Washington quarter. A quick overview. The 2017 P War in the Pacific Washington quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarter series, which was introduced by the U.S. Mint in 2010. The series honors national parks and historic sites from across the United States. The War in the Pacific quarter, specifically, commemorates the war in the Pacific National Historical Park, located on the island of Guam. It's a coin that holds deep historical significance and features a beautiful design. But here's the twist that sets this coin apart from most others. The 2017 P War in the Pacific quarter has a special significance. It's the first time in U.S. Mint history that a quarter was released with a P Mint mark, signifying it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. This coin was released in limited quantities, and its rarity, along with a few other factors, has made it incredibly valuable in today's coin market. What makes the 2017 P quarter so special? The 2017 P War in the Pacific Washington quarter isn't just valuable because it's part of a commemorative series. The fact that it was the first quarter with the P Mint mark ever released by the U.S. Mint is what caught the attention of coin collectors and investors alike. Prior to this, quarters were not minted with the P Mint mark, making this a significant event in numismatic history. The design itself is stunning, showcasing an American soldier standing in front of a beach with a flagpole holding the American flag. Behind him, you see a beautifully detailed landscape, with lush greenery and a glimpse of the Pacific Ocean. The intricate design and powerful imagery have made this quarter highly sought after by collectors who value both its history and its artistry. Why is the 2017 P quarter worth so much? So, why exactly is this coin worth so much money? There are a few key factors at play here. Rarity. The Philadelphia Mint released a limited number of these quarters. While many were put into circulation, the demand for this particular coin, coupled with its limited supply, means that there are fewer of them available in pristine condition. As with many rare coins, the fewer there are in good condition, the more valuable they become. It's the basic principle of supply and demand in the coin market. Error coins. One of the reasons this quarter can fetch such a high price is due to the fact that some 2017 P quarters were released with a minor error. Certain coins had flaws in the minting process, which made them even more desirable to collectors. These error coins can be worth significantly more than their non-error counterparts. Historical significance. The war in the Pacific quarter commemorates a pivotal moment in American history, the bravery and sacrifices of those who fought in the Pacific theater during World War II. As time passes, historical coins like these become more important and valuable, both for their connection to history and their artistic value. Condition and grading. As with any collectible coin, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its value. Coins that are graded as mint state or proof have a higher value. A 2017 P quarter in flawless condition can be worth significantly more than a coin with visible wear. Coins that are professionally graded by organizations like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or the Professional Coin Grading Service can fetch top dollar in auctions. Celebrity status in the coin world. Since its release, the 2017 P War in the Pacific Quarter has been a hot topic among collectors. It has gained a sort of celebrity status in the numismatic world, which only increases its value over time. When a coin gets this kind of attention, collectors and investors are willing to pay more to secure a piece of history. Now, let's talk numbers. The current market value of the 2017 P War in the Pacific Quarter can vary depending on its condition, the presence of any minting errors, and whether it has been professionally graded. For a regular, circulated coin in average condition, you're likely looking at a value of about $5 to $10. However, when you start looking at uncirculated or proof versions, the value can increase to around $50 to $100 or more. But here's where things get interesting. A few rare, error coins and perfectly preserved specimens have been known to fetch much higher prices. Some of these coins have been sold at auction for over $1,000, and in extremely rare cases, they can even approach the $2 million mark. Yes, you heard that right. Some of these coins have been sold for up to $2 million, but that's only for the most pristine, error-free versions. How to spot a valuable 2017 P War in the Pacific Quarter. So, how do you know if you've got a valuable 2017 P Quarter on your hands? First, make sure the coin is from the Philadelphia Mint. You'll find the P Mint mark just above the date on the obverse side of the coin. Next, inspect the condition of the coin. If it's in mint condition with little to no wear, it could be worth more. Look out for any minting errors, such as double die or misstruck coins. If you suspect you have an error coin, it's worth getting it professionally graded. Where to sell your 2017 P Quarter. If you find a valuable 2017 P War in the Pacific Quarter, you'll want to know where to sell it. There are several options available. Coin shops. Local coin shops are always a good place to start. They can appraise your coin and make you an offer based on its condition and rarity. Online auctions. Websites like eBay are great platforms to sell coins. You can set a reserve price and let bidders compete for your rare quarter. Coin shows. Attending coin shows is another great way to sell valuable coins. You'll be able to meet with dealers and collectors who might be interested in purchasing your coin. Professional auctions. For high-value coins, you might want to consider a professional auction house like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. These auction houses specialize in rare coins and can help you get top dollar for your 2017 P Quarter. The 2017 P Mint Mark War in the Pacific Washington Quarter is more than just a piece of change. It's a rare, valuable coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. Whether you find one in your pocket change or you decide to start collecting these stunning quarters, the 2017 P could be your ticket to owning a piece of numismatic history. Keep your eyes peeled, because this coin could be worth thousands or even millions in the right condition. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In today's video, we're going to dive into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in the world of numismatics, the 1983 P Mint Mark Washington Quarter. You might have a few of these quarters sitting around in your collection, but did you know that some of them are worth a staggering $3 million? That's right. We're going to break down the story behind this coin, why it's so valuable, and how you can find one that could make you a fortune. So, if you're into rare coins or just curious about the potential value of your pocket change, keep watching. Now, let's start by understanding a little history behind the 1983 Washington Quarter. This quarter was minted in Philadelphia, and like many other U.S. coins, it features George Washington on the front with the inscription, "Liberty, above and in God we trust," to the left. The reverse side of the coin displays the iconic eagle, a symbol of American strength and freedom. But don't be fooled by its seemingly common design. What makes this coin unique and highly sought after is tied to a special minting error that happened in 1983.in 1983. The U.S. Mint was going through some changes. There was an increase in demand for coins due to inflation, and production was ramped up. During this time, a handful of Washington quarters were produced with a minting error. Normally, this wouldn't be a huge deal, but what made this error extraordinary was that it was a very specific type of mistake that's extremely rare to find today. What really sets the 1983 P. Washington quarter apart is the occurrence of a double die error. This means that when the coin was struck, the die used to imprint the design on the coin was slightly misaligned during the minting process. As a result, the image of George Washington and the lettering on the coin were slightly doubled or offset. While minor errors like this are relatively common, what makes this particular error so valuable is the rarity of its occurrence and the significant impact it has on the coin's appearance. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins with minting errors, especially those that are as distinctive as the double die error on the 1983 P. Washington quarter. This rare error creates a unique aesthetic that stands out from a regular quarter. The extra layer of detail in the design is fascinating to collectors, and the fact that so few of these quarters were ever produced makes them incredibly valuable. You might be wondering, how is it possible for a quarter from 1983 to be worth $3 million? It all comes down to rarity, demand, and the fact that only a small number of these double die error coins were released into circulation. The 1983 P. Washington quarter with the double die error is so rare that only a handful are known to exist today, and these coins have been auctioned off for incredible amounts of money. The reason collectors are willing to pay so much for this coin is not only because of its rarity, but also because of the historical significance. The 1983 P. Washington quarter represents a significant error in the minting process, making it a highly prized piece for numismatists who are looking to add a truly rare and valuable coin to their collection. In fact, one of these quarters, in excellent condition, has been sold at auction for as much as $3 million. That's right, a coin that you could have easily overlooked or discarded in your pocket change is now a multi-million-dollar treasure. So, if you happen to come across one of these quarters, you could be holding something that could make you a fortune. Now that we know why the 1983 P. Washington quarter is so valuable, let's talk about how you can spot one in your collection. The key feature you're looking for is the double die error. This error occurs when the dies used to mint the coin are misaligned, causing the design to appear doubled. When inspecting your quarter, pay close attention to the following areas: the date and mint mark. The first thing you'll want to check is the date and mint mark. The 1983 P. Washington quarter has the P mint mark, which indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. This is essential, as other years and mint marks may have similar designs but aren't as valuable. The design of George Washington. Examine the image of George Washington closely. In the case of the double die error, you'll notice that the details around his face and hair are slightly doubled. You may also see a doubling effect on the Liberty inscription above his head. The reverse side. On the reverse side of the coin, look for any doubling around the eagle or the lettering that says E Pluribus Unum and United States of America. If you see a slight doubling of the text or the eagle's features, then you may have found a rare 1983 P. Washington quarter. Condition. As with any valuable coin, condition plays a major role in its worth. A coin in mint condition, with sharp details and minimal wear, will command a much higher price than one that's been worn down or damaged. If you happen to find a 1983 P. Washington quarter with the double die error, you might be wondering how to sell it. There are a few options for selling rare coins like this, but it's important to follow the right steps to ensure you get the best price. Consult a professional numismatist. Before selling your coin, it's always a good idea to have it evaluated by a professional. A numismatist can confirm whether your coin is indeed a double die error and give you an idea of its market value. Get your coin graded. Having your coin professionally graded by a reputable grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, can significantly increase its value. A high-grade coin will sell for much more than one that's poorly graded. Auction houses. For extremely rare coins, auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers Galleries are excellent places to sell your coin. These auction houses specialize in rare and valuable coins, and they have access to a network of collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for a rare find. Coin dealers. You can also sell your coin to a coin dealer, though they might offer you less than you would get through an auction. However, this is a more straightforward and quicker way to sell your coin. To sum it up, the 1983 P. Mint Mark Washington quarter with the double die error is an incredibly rare and valuable coin that can fetch up to $3 million at auction. If you're lucky enough to find one of these in your collection, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Keep your eyes peeled for the signs of this error, and remember to have your coin professionally appraised if you think you've found one. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you found this information useful, Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content on rare coins and their surprising values. And if you've ever found a rare coin yourself, leave a comment below and share your story. Who knows, your next coin could be worth millions. Where we're diving into one of the most fascinating coins to have come out of the United States Mint, the 1994 P-War in the Pacific Washington Quarter. You may have heard of this coin before, but did you know that certain versions of this quarter are worth a whopping $2 million? Yes, you heard that right. Stick around as we explore the history, rarity, and the incredible market value of this special coin. First, let's talk about the War in the Pacific series. The United States Mint released a series of commemorative quarters as part of the 50-state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. However, in 1994, the Mint released a special quarter that honors the war in the Pacific National Historical Park in Guam. This coin was part of the America the Beautiful Quarter series, designed to celebrate the national parks and other historical sites across the country. The 1994 P. Washington Quarter features a design with the iconic image of George Washington on the front, as seen on all quarters minted since 1932. The reverse side is where things get interesting. This particular quarter showcases a symbol representing the war in the Pacific National Historical Park in Guam, highlighting the Pacific theater of World War II, where the United States fought against the Empire of Japan. The coin's design pays tribute to the soldiers and the historical significance of the battle in the Pacific. But here's the kicker. The rarity of certain versions of this coin has made it one of the most sought-after quarters by collectors. While the regular 1994 P-War in the Pacific Quarter is valuable, it's the rare versions of this coin that have really skyrocketed in price. Let's break down why this coin can be worth up to $2 million. First, you need to understand that coin value is determined by a number of factors, including rarity, condition, and demand. The standard 1994 P-War in the Pacific Quarters, while valuable, are not the ones fetching astronomical amounts on the market. It's the specially minted coins, those with unique errors or certain rare characteristics, that can command such high prices. One of the rarest and most valuable 1994 P-War in the Pacific Quarters are those with minting errors. These errors can happen for a variety of reasons during the production process. Some of the most notable errors found in these quarters include double die obverse, where the image of Washington appears to be struck twice, creating a ghostly effect on the coin. Coins with these types of errors are highly coveted by collectors and can fetch hundreds of thousands, even millions, of dollars in auctions. Another reason why this coin could be worth up to $2 million is its condition. Coins that have been well preserved, with minimal wear and tear, are more valuable. A coin that is graded as being in mint state or proof condition, meaning it has been protected and preserved over the years, will be worth much more than one that has been circulated or damaged. For example, a 1994 P-War in the Pacific Quarter in pristine condition, with no scratches, discoloration, or other marks, will attract far more attention and fetch a much higher price. Now, let's talk about where you might find these coins. While it's possible to come across these rare quarters in change, it's far more likely that they will be found at coin shops, auctions, and online marketplaces like eBay. If you're a collector, you'll want to keep an eye out for auctions that specialize in rare coins, as these are the places where you're most likely to find coins with significant errors or in exceptional condition. Sometimes, these coins can slip under the radar, so it's worth keeping an eye out if you're actively searching for one. But be careful, fakes and replicas of these rare coins are out there. If you're serious about collecting, it's essential to work with reputable dealers or get your coin professionally appraised. Many collectors prefer to have their coins graded by services like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, to ensure authenticity and to get a reliable value assessment. Coins that are professionally graded tend to sell for higher amounts and are much more likely to appreciate in value over time. So, what does all this mean for you? Well, if you've been sitting on a collection of 1994 P-War in the Pacific Washington Quarters, it's time to take a closer look. While most of them may not be worth millions, there's a real chance that you could own one of the rare, high-value coins. If you're a collector looking to build your collection, this is definitely a coin worth considering, especially if you can find one in mint condition or with a unique error. As we wrap up today's video, remember that coin collecting is an exciting and potentially lucrative hobby. The 1994 P-War in the Pacific Washington Quarter is just one example of a coin that holds incredible historical significance and, in certain cases, can be worth millions. If you're looking to get into the world of coin collecting, this is a great coin to start with, and it might even lead you to discover other hidden treasures in your own collection. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed learning about the 1994 P-War in the Pacific Washington Quarter and its amazing market value. If you're interested in more videos about rare coins and their incredible values, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment below letting me know what rare coins you'd like to learn about next. If you're a coin enthusiast, collector, or just someone curious about valuable coins, then you're in the right place. We'll be talking about a specific coin that has been generating a lot of interest in the numismatic community, the 2021 D-Mint Mark War in the Pacific Washington Quarter. Now, you might be wondering, what's so special about a quarter from 2021? Doesn't that just seem like a recent issue that's still in circulation? Well, you're not wrong, but it's the rarity, the history, and some very specific features of these coins that have made them so highly sought after. And believe it or not, some of these quarters can be worth up to $2 million in today's market. Let's start by breaking down the coin itself. The War in the Pacific Washington Quarter was part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series that began in 2010 to honor national parks, historic sites, and other landmarks across the United States. The coin features a design that commemorates the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II, specifically focusing on the Pacific theater of war. The reverse design shows a stylized image of a Marine with a rifle, looking out over a beach with the ocean in the background, which reflects the bravery and sacrifices made during the Pacific Campaign. The 2021 D-Mint mark, which stands for the Denver Mint where the coin was struck, plays an important role in determining its value. Typically, coins with a D-Mint mark are not as rare as those with an S-Mint mark, but this particular coin has unique qualities that set it apart from the rest. What makes these coins valuable today isn't just their mint mark, but also certain characteristics that can make them rare and collectible. For starters, some of these coins were produced in limited quantities, and their demand grew exponentially among collectors and investors. Certain errors and misprints also add value to these coins. For example, some of these quarters were struck with a double die error, which means that the die used to strike the coin was misaligned, causing a doubling effect in the lettering or design. If you can find a quarter with this error, its value can be significantly higher than a regular, unmarked one. Another factor that contributes to the value is the coin's condition. Like most collectibles, the better the condition, the higher the price. Coins that are graded as MS-70, meaning they're in perfect mint condition, are worth far more than coins that show wear and tear. So, if you happen to come across a 2021 D-War in the Pacific Washington Quarter in excellent condition, you could be sitting on a small fortune. A coin with this error, especially in MS-70 condition, could be worth well into the hundreds of thousands of dollars, and depending on demand, even close to $2 million. You might also be wondering where you can find these valuable quarters. Many of them were produced in circulation, so you might come across one in your everyday change. However, they're more likely to be found in unopened rolls of quarters or in sets of coins sold by dealers, which might offer some of the rarer varieties, like those with the minting errors or those in pristine condition. But, as with any valuable item, you need to be cautious of counterfeit coins in the market. Always buy from reputable dealers, and if possible, have the coin professionally graded to ensure its authenticity and value. Now let's talk about the market for these coins. The value of the 2021 D-War in the Pacific Washington Quarter depends on several factors. First, the overall rarity of the coin plays a huge role. While the 2021 D-Quarters are still relatively new and in circulation, a well-preserved, error-free coin could fetch anywhere from a few hundred to a few $1,000s. But for coins with unique characteristics or minting flaws, the price could shoot up significantly. Collectors who are looking to complete their America the Beautiful series, or investors who are buying coins as a form of wealth preservation, are willing to pay top dollar for these coins. Some of these quarters are already being sold in auction houses and online marketplaces for prices that range from $500 to $10,000 or more, depending on their grade and any errors present. If you're lucky enough to stumble upon a rare coin, don't be surprised if offers come pouring in from collectors looking to add it to their collection. But here's the big takeaway. As with most rare coins, the market can be unpredictable. The value of a coin like the 2021 D-War in the Pacific Washington quarter could rise dramatically over time, especially as more collectors and investors become interested in it. This is a coin that could be worth millions in the future, especially if you find one with an error or in mint condition. So, what should you do if you find one of these quarters? First, don't spend it. You should hold on to it and have it professionally appraised. If you suspect your coin has a minting error or is in exceptional condition, you can send it to a grading service, like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or Professional Coin Grading Service. Once it's graded, you'll know for sure whether it's worth a significant amount of money. To sum up, the 2021 D-Mint Mark War in the Pacific Washington quarter has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. With its historical significance, limited production, and potential for rare minting errors, this coin is one you should keep an eye out for. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, knowing the value of coins like these could turn your hobby into a profitable venture. Who knows? That simple quarter you have in your pocket could one day be worth a fortune. It's always exciting to discover hidden gems in the world of numismatics, and the 2021 D-War in the Pacific Washington quarter is certainly one of those gems that could make you a millionaire. Thank you for watching today's video. If you found this information helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more coin tips and valuable finds. And remember, keep collecting and stay on the lookout for rare coins that could be worth more than you ever imagined. See you in the next feed.